Howdy folks, hope you're all having a good one, and welcome back to Communist Revolutionary Simulator 6, where today we have a bit of a surprise for you.
Danny, drop everything. My friend Danny Trejo is in Yara to help our cause, but the military is up his ass.
Danny Trejo? As in Machete Danny Trejo? As in Trejo from Heat? As in Navajos from Desperado? Fuck off, Juan.
Get it together, Danny. We go way back. I've been drinking him under the table since he got here. He doesn't actually drink, but whatever. He's really here.
Not that I believe you at all, but if you two are such good friends, why don't you help him?
Because the only thing better than one Danny is two Dannys. It's perfect. He's at the Rey del Diente croc farm in Barrial. Hurry!
Oh, the only thing better than one Danny is two Danny's line. I smell bullshit. I reckon Juan just owes him money. Yeah, anyway, Danny fucking Trejo. This is free DLC, by the way. And it was originally released by accident. A couple of months back, I logged in one day to get this exact same phone call. The thing is, I wasn't actually recording at the time. I thought, whoa, I don't want to miss this. So I quickly logged out without saving my progress, so the next time I logged in, it would trigger the phone call again. But the next time I logged in, it didn't, because it turns out that Ubisoft, in a shocking display of incompetence, I know, do try to contain your surprise, had released the DLC unfinished and too early, and completely by accident. So they quickly pulled it, but now it's back, and it's done. And Danny fucking Trejo, man. So I'm looking forward to this. I've always liked Danny Trejo. I mean, he's not a great actor. He's not a bad actor. But he's always been a great character. And he's been really good in everything he's done. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm going to a crocodile farm. I probably don't want to swim across that. You know, crocodiles and all. He's led one hell of a life as well. He was using marijuana by the time he was 8, cocaine and heroin by the time he was 13. Took part in his first drug deal when he was 7 years old, and he was first arrested when he was 10. I'm not saying this makes him some kind of a badass and something that should be admired, quite the opposite. He led a violent and dangerous life. He'd been in and out of prison on various different drugs and violence charges for most of the first 30 years of his life. And it wasn't until 1968, when I think he was 24, that he finally realised he needed to clean himself up.
Smoke over there. Never a good sign.
After getting out of jail for the last time in 1969, he worked all kinds of jobs. Gardener, salesman, construction, substance misuse counsellor since 1973, and it was in the 80s when he had a friend who told him that he was earning $50 a day just for standing around as an extra on a film set, that he thought, that sounds like easy money. In 1985, he got a call from one of the teenagers he was counselling for drug addiction, who was working on the set of the movie Runaway Train. And when he turned up on set to help the kid, the movie's screenwriter recognised him because they'd both served time together in San Quentin as convicts. And that was the start of his movie career.
Holy shit. Juan wasn't fucking kidding. It's actually Danny Trejo.
Danny fucking Trejo, homies. It's the man himself.
Oh my God, thank the good Lord you made it. I've heard great things about you, but first things first. We're both named Danny, and that'll get awkward. So, I'm Trejo, you're Rojas. I'm here because everything good that has happened to me has happened as a direct result of helping someone else. I wanted to feed Trejos Tacos to the hungry, but the army pulled a search and seizure. Those jerks tossed my stuff everywhere. So I stabbed one in the neck 9 times, then another one 4.5 times, and then another one. Now I need to get those ingredients back before those fools show up again. But I'm all tied up here prepping my kitchen. So if you can find my pineapples, meat, and salsa, I can make tacos, and then we can get our sweet revenge. Thanks, homie. I won't forget this. Remember, pineapples, meat, and salsa. It's the most lethal taco combo there is.
So, we're making tacos. Actually, he does actually own a number of restaurants. The first of which was called Trejos Tacos, opened in 2016.
Hey, it's Trejo. Just wanted you to know that I'm a big fan, Holmes. Juan told me all about you. And Libertad, you got guts.
Gracias. I'm a big fan of yours too. Man, I've lost count of how many times I've seen Heat, and Desperado, and Machete.
Thanks, but those are movies. You're fighting in a revolution. That's real life and death stuff, homie.
Hey, so how do you know Juan anyway?
Man, everybody knows Juan. Met him in San Quentin way back. Narcs busted him for possession. Where's that jerk anyway? He still owes me money.
That explains why he didn't want to come.
Yeah?
Nothing. Phone's breaking up. I'll call you back. Found it. Totally unspoiled, too.
The guy actually owns 8 restaurants in total, including Trejo's Cantina and Trejo's Coffee and Donuts. He even published a cookbook a couple of years ago, which I think I'm going to have to get. It's called Trejos Tacos, Recipes and Stories from LA. I love the idea that Danny Trejo is a cook and a restaurateur. In fact, I did just pause the recording to go and order his cookbook from Amazon. Because I love cooking too. And I love Mexican food. Even though he's not technically a Mexican. Well, he's a Mexican-American. He was born in Los Angeles in 1944, but his parents were from Mexico.
Perfecto. Trejo's signature salsa.
Alrighty, got the salsa. Man, I could really go for a taco right now, actually. Come to think of it, I'm actually cooking Mexican food tonight. I'm doing a beef chili. Although that's not unusual, I do cook a beef chili fairly regularly. Although not always. Sometimes I do a pork chili.
Still fresh. That's good.
Like I said, I do love Mexican food.
I have all your taco ingredients, Trejo.
Yeah, all right. You're the best, Rojas. Come on back to my kitchen.
It's strange, really, because when I was growing up, I had your typical boring, unadventurous British tastes. If it wasn't bacon, egg and chips, I wasn't interested.
Just put those tasty ingredients down so I can get cooking, homie. Thanks for helping me find my ingredients, Holmes. You did me a favor. I'll never forget a favor.
No problem, man. You got everything you need now?
Yeah, just need to cook these babies up, feed them to the hungry, and add this new recipe to my cookbook.
I'll be right here. Drooling.
Time to get cooking. It's Taco Tuesday.
Pretty sure it's Friday, man.
Once you try my tacos, you'll realize every day is Taco Tuesday.
Is that his recipe? It is. Secret ingredient. Love. Fair enough.
I love food. If I didn't work out, I'd be 400 pounds.
Attention! This is the Ministry of Food, Import, Export, Distribution, and Firearms.
Oh no, not this fool again. One taste of my tacos, and now he won't leave me alone.
I'm sending in my troops to shut down your illegal business and seize all your tasty tacos. Give yourself up and live to see another day.
I can't stop now. This requires my full concentration. Hold them back while I cook.
I got you, Trejo! They're gunning for us. Have to get ready.
Man, who knew making tacos was so complicated? Oh, I spy a mounted machine gun. I wonder why it's here. Here we go. You know, I never used to like spicy food. That's mostly as a consequence of growing up in Britain in the 1970s. This country has a well-deserved reputation for terrible food. We really shouldn't though, because you can get some amazing food in this country. All of it's from other countries, of course. You see, the thing is, Britain's reputation for having terrible food pretty much started with rationing during World War II, when we didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. But we got by, you know, nobody was starving in this country, unlike in Germany. Unfortunately, we had several 100,000 American troops coming over in the preparations for D-Day, and they were used to good food, and they brought their own food with them, so that they wouldn't be a burden on our economy. The thing was, whenever those American troops left their bases, the kind of food that was available was absolutely terrible, and that's where the reputation came from.
How are those tacos coming along, Trejo?
Great, but you can't rush perfection. Don't get any blood in the taco.
Got it!
Yeah. How are you still alive? I need to get those incredible tacos for my import-export official reasons.
Unfortunately, here in Britain, we kind of got used to eating really boring, unimaginative food because, well, rationing didn't end with World War II. Britain still had food rationing until the 1950s. Of course, it didn't help that when I was growing up in the 1970s, we were a family with a single mother looking after 2 young kids, and she was working multiple jobs, and we still didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. So I actually spent most of my formative years growing up under the care of my grandmother, when my mother was out at work, and my grandmother also didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and she had lived through World War II and all the rationing. So she wasn't an imaginative cook either. So basically dinner most days was sausage, egg and chips, or bacon, egg and chips, with maybe some chicken on a Sunday, and that was it. And it wasn't until I joined the Navy when I actually started to get a bit of a taste for some more adventurous foods. Oh, hang on a second. Chorizo's down. I need to go and pick him up. Oi, stand still so I can shoot you in the face. There we go.
Trejo, are those tacos almost done?
It's called slow-cooked pork for a reason, homie. You're doing great, by the way.
Thanks! This is just like in Spy Kids!
All soldiers, confiscate the tacos! Repeat, confiscate the tacos! I don't care if you have to swim across! Just get them! And don't forget to grab the secret fucking recipe!
You'll get that secret fucking recipe when you pry my cold dead fingers off of it. Well, I'll say that I started getting a taste for more adventurous foods when I joined the Navy. That's not actually strictly true.
Needs more Trejo's hot sauce.
When I joined up, I still didn't want to eat anything other than bacon, egg and chips every day. But unless I wanted to starve to death, I pretty much had to start learning to eat things that I normally wouldn't have even looked at, like tomatoes and mushrooms and, ooh, what are these curry things? There was a bit of a revolution in cooking in Britain in the 1970s. There was a company called Vesta. I don't know if anybody of a certain age in Britain remembers these. Hackett curries. By modern standards, I'm sure they were absolutely horrible, but they were revolutionary in Britain in the 1970s, and they kicked off a kind of food revolution in this country that's still going on today, and introduced food with actual flavour to the British.
That's amazing, Trejo! Just about ready?
I put a lot of love and care into my tacos, Rojas. The kind of craftsmanship and dedication that takes time.
For sure!
Those incredibly delicious tacos will be mine! Oh, yes, they will!
What's the latest on those tacos, Trejo?
Just let in the bread. Mix all the juices. Let all the delicious flavor out.
Makes sense!
Done! Wait! Gotta tidy up first. If there's one thing I hate, it's a messy kitchen. Cover me!
I'll tell you what, I can clearly remember the first time I ever had a curry.
Sons of bitches.
Oh, Danny's getting involved. It was at the Seamen's Mission in Jebel Ali, in the United Arab Emirates, in 1990. We were there for the first Gulf War, and this was before the actual war kicked off. But just opposite the jetty, where we were docked from my ship, HMS Brazen, the Type 22 frigate, there was the Seamen's Mission, where you could get a drink and a curry. Oh, bloody hell, I forgot this was a crocodile farm. Right. Probably don't want to be firing a grenade launcher at it at this range. Okay, right, anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, the Seamen's Mission, chicken curry in Jebel Ali in 1990. It was a really simple place at the time. I mean, Jebel Ali is a huge complex these days. But back then, the Seamen's Mission was just a shed with a corrugated iron roof and a bar and a little kitchen at the back. And if you didn't like chicken curry, you were going hungry. So I was hungry, so I thought, oh, what's the worst that can happen? Best curry I have ever had in my entire life. And it kicked open the door to trying a huge range of different foods. Chicken curry, if you like, was my gateway drug. After realising that, hey, this foreign food isn't quite so bad, I was pretty much up for anything. From that point on, any time I was visiting a foreign country in a ship, I was straight ashore trying out the local food. I'd never actually got to go to Mexico and taste, you know, authentic Mexican food in Mexico, but I did visit plenty of countries in South America: Chile, Peru, Colombia, countries where the food is similar, and it's been my favourite food ever since. All this talk about Mexican food's making me hungry. I need to get this video finished so I can go and start prepping my chili.
Okay, that's it. I'm coming in. If you want something done right, you have to do it yourself.
They call air support!
It's like I'm back in LA again.
Coño! That asshole really wants your tacos, Trejo!
I see you, taco terrorista. I see you.
Man, that guy was
Fuck that
such a
shit.
jerk. Thanks for taking care of him, Rojas. You and me make a real good crew. We better get these tacos to the people now.
Hooray for Trejos Tacos.
Thank you for helping me feed the hungry, Rojas. Take the keys to my ride. It's in the garage.
You're giving me your ride? Gracias.
No, thank you, Rojas. I'd say good luck, but I don't believe in luck. I believe in karma. You do good, and you get good. You do bad, and you get bad.
We did a lot of good today, Trejo. I got your number. I'll keep in touch.
I don't know what kind of thing Danny Trejo would ride, but I'll bet it's badass. Let's check it out.
Pinga. Now that's a fucking bike. It's even got a built-in machine gun.
Got to admit, I was thinking that looks kind of shit, but it's got a built-in minigun in the sidecar, so yeah, that's cool. Come, Chorizo, we ride. Chorizo's not going to ride. Chorizo's too cool to ride. Plus, Chorizo can keep up with the bike. Because reasons. So how does this minigun work anyway?
Trejo, this bike is a game changer. You sure I can keep it?
It's like I always say, the better you are, the more good shit happens to you. You're a good person, so you get good things.
And you're a humanitarian badass. Thanks, Trejo. So, you going back home now?
Honey, we can wait. Needs my help. Met this cabbie named Lola. She told me the military's developing some real dangerous weapons. I don't like that.
Pinga.
Oh
I'm
shit, it's a
supposed to
tank.
Lola.
We should team up
Nope.
again.
Yeah, sorry to talk over the conversation, but fuck that, it's a tank.
Man, you don't even have to ask. I'm down any place, anytime, seriously. I'm your #1 fan, homie.
Okay, all right. Just be cool. You're the real hero out here, homie.
And that was the DLC. It's completely free. It's not a particularly long and involved mission, but it does unlock a new special operation which you can undertake by visiting Lola at any of your guerrilla camps. So that's something that I'm going to have to do. But first, that chili ain't going to cook itself, so I'm off to do dinner. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope you're all having a great weekend, and as always, take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time.